Creation is finished. Creativeness is only a deeper receptiveness for the entire contents of all time and all space, while experienced in a time sequence, actually coexist in an infinite and eternal now. Okay. So I'm going to go through this entire chapter, and then we're going to go back and break it down. So just go with me word for word here. Okay. In other words, all that you ever have been or ever will be, in fact, all that mankind ever was or ever will be exists now. This is what is meant by creation. And the statement that creation is finished means that nothing is ever to be created. It is only to be manifested. What is called creativeness is only becoming aware of what already is. You simply become aware of increasing portions of that which already exists. The fact that you can never be anything you are not already, or experience anything not already existing, explains the experience of having an acute awareness, acute feeling of having heard before what is being said, or having met before the person being met for the first time, or having seen before a place or thing being seen for the first time. The whole of creation exists in you. And it is your destiny to become increasingly aware of its infinite wonders and to experience ever greater and grander portions of it. It's one of the best parts. If creation is finished, if that's true, and all events are taking place now, the question that springs naturally to your mind is, what determines my time track? In other words, what determines the events I encounter or you encounter? And the answer is the concept of yourself. Concepts determine the route that attention follows. Here's a good test to prove this fact. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. You'll observe that as long as you remain faithful to your assumption, so long will your attention be confronted with images clearly related to that assumption. For example, if you assume that you have a wonderful business, you will notice how in your imagination, your attention is focused on incident after incident relating to that powerful assumption. Friends congratulate you, tell you how lucky you are. Others are envious and critical. From there, your attention goes to larger offices, bigger bank balances, and many other similarly related events. Persistence in this assumption will result in actually experiencing in physical reality, in fact, that which you assumed. The same is true regarding any concept. If your concept of yourself is that you're a failure, you would encounter in your imagination a whole series of incidents, memories, thoughts, in conformance to that failure concept. Thus, it is clearly seen how you, by your concept of yourself, determine your present. That is the particular portion of creation which you now experience, and your future, that is the particular portion of creation which you will experience. I love it. I absolutely love this chapter. I think it's the best thing I have ever read in my entire life. If you have no idea what any of that means, that's completely okay. Okay. Like I said, we're going to break it down. If you kind of get a gist of maybe what he's talking about, awesome. If you get a gist of what he's talking about, but have no idea how to apply it, awesome as well. We're going to go through that as well. Okay. So hopefully you just felt the truth of the words. Every time I read this, me and my reading partner read this. This is 7 days in a row, this chapter, 170 days in a row, and 7 days total for this chapter that we've been reading every day. And I think it's just so powerful. Okay, let me just do a quick check-in and make sure I didn't lose anybody. Is everyone still here? Just give me a quick hand raise, and then we'll go ahead and break it down and really go into some depth. Okay. So Yolanda said, I love it. Nikki said, thanks for Andrew. Art, you said, this is amazing. Absolutely. All right. Selena said, love it. Okay, I almost got everyone's hands here, I think. All right, I'll go ahead and lower the hands. All right. Whew. Let's go through it again, but let's break it down. Okay. Creation is finished. I'm only going to go through the first little paragraph, then I'm going to stop. So, creation is finished. Creativeness is only a deeper receptiveness for the entire contents of all time and all space, while experienced in a time sequence, actually coexist in an infinite and eternal now. That's where we're going to stop. Okay. I'm just going to make a little blocker there so it's easy to see where we stopped. Think about how powerful this is. If this is true, okay, let's just kind of start to think about it. Well, is Neville Goddard true? Are these words true? Okay, let's think about this. If creation is finished and we're only manifesting what's already here in energy form, in one form or another, okay, it says the entire contents of all time. That means everything that has ever happened in this world, everything that is happening now. Remember, there is only a stacked up now. Right now is the present. And right now is another now, right? We have this present moment that keeps shifting in time. Now is another moment, okay? It's kind of startling when you think about this. Again, now is the only time that we have. Now, right? It just kind of, it's a movement. It's a shift. We're aware of this time shift always, right? Now is another moment. So if we're introspective and we just live in this moment, in this present, we can feel the power and understanding. So hopefully you're here with me in the present. Focus on your breathing if you're not, if you're somewhere else. If you're in your worries, your doubts, your fears, or your face and your goal, being present here. Okay, just listen to the words. All time is now,